Good morning, 5280 Sports Network. Shawn Drotar, Nate Lundy. It is our morning minute on this Tuesday as we prepare for Week 3 in the National Football League. The Broncos will go on the road for the first time this year, be able to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. In terms of tests for this team, a good one here, not just because of the defense that the Bengals have, but also because of the offense as well. A.J. Green presents some great matchup problems for this secondary, but so far the Broncos secondary has shown they're up to it.
So far, we talked to Brian Billick this morning on the radio show, and he spoke specifically about the need to make sure that A.J. Green was planned for it. And even his talent, even with the Broncos' talent, might demand more attention than just taking one guy, whether it's Chris Harris or Aqib Talib, and expecting him to be locked down. We know that Andy Dalton looks in his direction a lot, Nate, and justifiably so. The Broncos' defense, even if they have to from time to time, though they don't double much, it might be worth doubling someone like Green just to take away the comfort level for Andy Dalton.
Let's talk about this Broncos team for a minute. This morning on the radio show, one of the things that we talked about was there's a mentality amongst the Broncos fans right now that are saying, hey, we can't keep relying on this defense to bail us out. This offense has to get better. Trevor Siemian has to get better. And I'll be the first one to say, and I think Shawn would agree, that I don't disagree that the offense has to get better. But when folks say you can't keep expecting this defense to bail you out, here would be my question. They've done it for 21 games. Why change now? I don't understand, Shawn, why everyone is so unwilling to realize that this defense is good, and much the way an Aaron Rodgers can win a game for the Packers, this defense can win a game for the Broncos. Why is that so hard for people to understand?
Well, I think they know that they can, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they should. I think there's better alternatives to necessarily saying, well, the offense is mediocre, but that's okay because we have a defense that will score touchdowns. I think, Nate, when you look at it, you can't necessarily expect that. Has it worked for the Broncos? Yes. Well, can it continue to work for the Broncos? Yes. But the idea for the Broncos going forward is that they shouldn't have to rely on that going forward. They'd like to be able to do a little bit more on offense, be a little more diversified. But until they do, this is who they are, and it was designed this way.
I don't know. It's a comfortable ride. Enjoy it until it bucks you. Look at it this way. You could be the Bears. As we roll through Week 3, plenty to be able to preview as the Broncos hit the road. We will do that for you as we go throughout the week. Make sure you're checking out all the videos. Make sure you're checking out the podcasts as well with both milehighsports.com and 5280sportsnetwork.com. You can catch up on the podcast with Chad Brown as well as Jake Plummer and many more. So make sure you're taking a listen to those, subscribing on iTunes. We'll be back with you tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. on Mile High Sports Radio. For Shawn Drotar, I'm Nate Lundy. Talk to you then.